my job. That's what I can. I was told to do my job and I was standing on public property.
Channel 14 Vaction News. You're putting on your shirt in lieu of a mask, but here I am 6 feet away, so you're safe. What do you think about mandated vaccines? If they make you guys get the vaccine in order to go to school, would you take it?
Yes, I'm gonna get it anyways. I mean, there's much smarter people than like you and me, and I'm sure they have like much better information. And like both my parents got it, they haven't had any bad side effects yet. What do you think about it?
Well, you know, I just wonder how many people we've inadvertently infected with the flu for all these years. Before we were wearing masks outside all the time. Were we killing people all that time? How many people have we killed by just walking around without masks?
I mean, I'm not sure, but the main thing about COVID is it transfers through the air, so that's why people wear masks for that.
Do you think that this is leading to more government control?
No. And I think they're trying to make a point of that, especially like during Trump's presidency, and his supporters obviously don't want more government control. And I don't think Biden has, if anything, right, I don't think like the mandate for masks has gotten worse since Biden became president. So if anything, no, I don't think it's done that.
So you trust the science? Trust Dr. Fauci?
Yes.
What's up, guys? Channel 14. If they make y'all take vaccines in order to be enrolled in classes here, what would you say? What would you do?
I'm dropping out anyways, so I'm not really too worried about that.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna like do like some manual labor type shit.
Get a trade?
Yeah.
It's probably the best option these days, my man.
Yeah.
Rutgers yesterday. You know that they say that every student enrolled fall 2021 has got to get the vaccine. I mean, that's really concerning, right? Because that could happen every single high school, every single college. That same thing could happen.
Yeah.
Does this kind of make you think about if this thing is more than just about a virus, if it's more about government control?
Not sure.
Maybe. But we already get vaccines to go to school anyways.
Hey, it's Channel 14 Vaction News. What if they mandated the vaccine for you guys to go to class?
To go to class?
Yeah.
I think that'd be like not the worst thing ever. They already mandated like getting tested and stuff.
At Rutgers University yesterday, they're saying that every student enrolled has got to have the vaccine. So this kind of gives you an idea about where this might be headed, that in order to go to any school, in order to get any job, in order to get an apartment, a bank account, go into stores, etc., you would have to get a vaccine.
Are you guys anti-vaxxers?
I'm just asking the questions.
I think people should be getting the vaccine.
What's the upshot? What changes once you get the vaccine?
You're vaccinated, and I guess you can't get it anymore. That's how vaccines work.
I mean, you're talking about a virus that's like 99.9+% survivable. So why get a vaccine that's maybe like less effective than that?
I don't think that makes sense. I think getting it, like, it's not gonna like do anything bad. And like, there's still, even if there's only 1% of people dying from it, if we don't get the vaccine, then we're all still gonna be like shut up, which is not fun. You know, like, we want to get back out and we want to, oh my god, I want to go to a party, and I am willing to get the vaccine to go to a party.
Ma'am, Channel 14 Vaction News, do you think they should be able to mandate vaccines? Getting an apartment, getting a house, getting a job?
No. Can't. I mean, some people can't get vaccines, so can't really mandate it.
Because at Rutgers University yesterday, they just said that in order to enroll in classes in the fall, students have to get the vaccine. What do you think about that?
I just saw that too, that there are people that can have medical exceptions. So, I mean, I don't know. I do think that if you can get it, then why not get it? There's no point in not getting it. It's better than being dead or making somebody else die. I think if it's for the greater good, then it's worth it.
It's probably a good decision for the most part, but I don't know that you can say that you have to do it based on, that they don't even know for sure, the amount of testing that's been done.
What do you think about vaccines being mandated for students going to class?
Yeah, if they're safe, I think they should be.
So what happened to my body, my choice?
Well, that's not, if it's my body, my choice, that's one thing. But if it's my body affecting other people's body, that's a different choice.
But you're wearing the mask, you're staying safe.
Yeah.
And if you get the vaccine, you're protected.
But what if everyone thought like that person, then no one is vaccinated and then we have no vaccination?
Then we'd still have a virus with a 99.7+% survival rate.
I'm not a mask freak out, right? You can open up, you can be like Florida or Texas. But if you have a safe vaccine, then there's no reason not to take it because it's safe. If you rush out a vaccine that's not effective, then you shouldn't take it. But if it's safe, it's effective, it's tried true, there's no reason not to. Let the world open up again, let international travel take its course. Some countries can't handle COVID the same way we can. Their supply chains would be disrupted. They would starve within a week. We're fine, we can handle it, but let's get vaccinated, let's let global businesses open up again.
So it's a matter of getting the vaccine that will get our economy back.
Yeah, I mean, because that's the main way you're going to save lives, right? Is getting everything open again. And if the vaccine's a channel to do that, you got to explore that avenue.
You got to wonder, though, if they're going to keep moving the goalposts and saying it's not one mask, it's two. It's not 2 shots, now it's 3.
Sure. But that's a slippery slope argument, right? And you can argue that slope, but as long as you have a strict cutoff point, then you're okay. That's the problem with slippery slope arguments, right? If it keeps going down the slope, that's something to talk about. But what ifs aren't a means to not getting the vaccine in the first place?
I guess the slippery slope argument is totally valid when you look at what has happened with gay marriage. Well,
sure, because slope, right?
First they wanted just gay marriage,
right.
And now it's transgender reading room to kids in libraries.
And now a 16-year-old in Oregon can get a mastectomy without parents' consent.
Yeah, that's hardcore, right? That's ridiculous. I think it's against our constitutional right. I don't go to colleges, so I couldn't tell you, buddy. But I think it's, no matter what, I think it's against the human right to make somebody do anything like that. You know what I mean? Or especially a vaccine. That's kind of stupid.
It really is, right?
Yes.
What happened to my body, my choice?
Right.
Right?
Right.
We can't just be using that if we want to kill a baby, right? It's got to be applied to this situation as well.
Right.
But you know a lot of college kids out here, you think they'll do it? You think they'll take the vax? So they might lose out. University.
I think they might, or they might not.
Hey, fancy lady, how you doing? How you doing?
I don't feel like anyone should have to be forced to do anything. I'm actually an RN and I've been offered the vaccine several times. I myself am not gonna take it just yet, but like I said, I don't feel that anyone should have to do anything with their body.
What goes into your decision not to take the vaccine?
Some of the lack of research, I think, just timing also. I just don't feel comfortable.
I really don't know. I think I'm gonna go.
But it's a hot take we need to get. I know you got one. You gonna get vaxxed?
Yeah.
How many shots?
Well, I tried to get it, but I guess it filled up fast because by the time I got on, there were no more slots left.
Fellas, what's happening? West Virginia students. We're talking about the vaccine.
Going Jimmy John.
Would you guys stay at West Virginia if they made you take vaccines?
We're graduating.
Oh, but would you stay if they made you?
I don't know.
Whatever my parents
We're
are.
graduating. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be a guinea pig, I'll die.
Have a good day, dude.
Going Jimmy John.
The university's making you take the vaccine.
Fuck that vaccine.
Fuck that vaccine.
Based.
Golden opinion.
What do you think about Rutgers requiring students to get the vaccine in order to go there? Do you think that'll extend to all colleges eventually?
In my opinion, I think they should only have to be forced to do that if they want to be, they want to participate in in-person classes. Otherwise, if they'd like to continue taking them online, I don't think they should be forced to take the vaccine to stay enrolled.
Are you guys gonna get it if it's required?
Yes, I'm
already vaccinated.
Yeah, I'll be receiving it soon.
I guess it should be their decision.
So if West Virginia made you guys take the vaccine to be enrolled in classes, what would you do?
I dropped out.
Already?
Yeah.
They
she's
didn't
not
have
in
to
school
vax
either.
you. You
No.
just dropped the hell out.
Yeah.
Right on. How about you?
I just don't care.
So you getting vaxxed?
I mean, maybe. So that way, like, I don't have to worry about my dad getting sick because he's older and has heart problems. But, I mean, if I do, I do. I don't really care.
How about my body, my choice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of applies here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Protected.
FedEx Me Your Drugs, YouTube. Look us up. Just put that in YouTube, you'll find it. Hey, are you a West Virginia student?
I am, yeah.
Rutgers University said yesterday that they're making kids for the fall take the vaccine in order to be enrolled in classes. What if they did that here? What would you do?
Well, I mean, I already plan on receiving the vaccine, but I think they should only have to do that if they plan on attending in-person classes. Otherwise, I don't think if they're going to do online, which they still have the option to, I don't think they should be forced to take the vaccine, although I think everyone should get it. Not for me, it'd be for older people.
It's like, it's weird though. It's like they tell you that even if you got the vaccine, you still got to wear the mask and you still got to social distance. It's like, where's the upshot?
I think soon enough, we'll have it figured out. I think once enough people are vaccinated, I think we'll start opening up. I think we need to open up in phases as opposed to all at once.
You getting the vaccine?
Yeah, I got it from, I shot my own veins.
Hell yeah.
You shot it up yourself?
I shot it up myself because, you know what, I've been across the border, you know, not across the border yet, maybe I might have to, when I get on the Army base again in Camp Dawson. I'll through the gates.
Ladies, we're from Channel 14. We're asking about the vax. They're making kids in the fall semester get the vaccine or they can't enroll in classes.
Oh.
If that happened here, what would you do?
I would say it's my body, my choice.
Through the gates.
Do you think this is the government looking out for our health, or do you think this is something different?
Dictated.
I feel like they can't force you to do something, so I don't know. I mean, where time goes, I just want to go with the flow.
Yeah.
There was something went on the other day, and people getting mad at you guys for having parties.
Yeah.
But people are still having them.
Oh yeah, we don't care.
So people pretty much around here don't give a shit.
No, exactly.
It's kind of fake, right?
Yeah, it basically is.
Do you think it's a hoax?
The COVID?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Possibly.
Just a way for government to get more control?
Yeah. Could be a possibility.
Yeah.
Conspiracies, you never know.
What if they start mandating vaccines? Would you guys get it?
Yeah. I'd probably get it, but I don't think they should be mandated.
You know, they do at Rutgers now, right?
Is Rutgers a privatized university?
Well, yeah, but you gotta wonder when that's gonna happen everywhere, right?
I don't think it's going to. I don't think public universities can. So.
What's up, lady? Channel 14.
Vaccine news. If they started saying that you had to get the vaccination to go to class, what would you do?
I mean, I'd probably have to do it. I wouldn't have a choice, but I'm a little nervous about it as of right now. I'd rather see how everyone else does with it first, because I'm a little worried. You know, it is very possible that the vaccine could be mandated for everyone to have to get it, and that scares me a little bit. But I mean, if it comes down to it and I have to have it, I'll do it. But
So, I mean, you do have a choice, right?
right, but I mean, I'm looking into law school and stuff like that, so I kind of have to come here and get the degree. But you know, that is an option if I were to be really that far against it.
Well, I'm glad you're skeptical and doing the research.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's good. All right, take care. Thanks.
You too, thank you.
If they mandate the vaccine for you guys to go to classes, which has already been done in some universities.
I'm getting it.
Like your age group, it's like 99.9+% survivable, right?
I mean, I'd rather have it 100%.
What are you thinking about the vaccine? Are you guys getting it?
Yeah, I want to.
What would be the benefits of getting it?
My uncle has an incurable cancer, so I just want to protect him, I guess, and stop the spread.
How about you?
I actually just recently had COVID, so I can't get it for a while. But I definitely will, because I want to babysit and have a normal job in the summer. So yeah, that's why I want to get it.
Do you agree with mandating vaccines? Making them mandatory?
I mean, I think that's a little bit, I don't know, because I want to say like you should be able to maintain your choice, but also like I guess you are on university grounds, so like university has the final say, I guess.
I guess then, you know, universities, it could be like gyms, it could be apartment complexes, jobs, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of a slippery slope, right?
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah. So, does it change your mind at all or make you think about anything?
I mean, yes. Like, I don't know, I guess that does change my mind a little bit, but yeah.
Good thing to think about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys take care. Ladies, Channel 14, Vaction News. You're eating Chick-fil-A and you're enjoying it today. At Rutgers University, they are mandating that students get the vaccine before the fall 2021 semester. So what if they did that here? What would you do?
Get it? Okay with it? Get it?
You'd be okay with getting it?
Yeah. We just made our appointment the other day.
Because you guys in your age range, it's probably 99.9+% survival rate for COVID. And the vaccine itself is like been rolled out in less than a year. Usually vaccines take 10 years to roll out. So it's kind of weird, right? I mean, how they just rush this through. What do you think?
I feel like I know people that have it, so I could get it and be okay. Yeah, I haven't seen any bad things happen. Young enough, I'll live through it. Yeah. So having the vaccine will give me a peace of mind if I can protect me from it.
So the vaccine protects you from giving it to older people?
That's what I think. It's not really for us. It's more for protecting people who wouldn't survive it.
Rutgers said this week that if you're going to be a student there in fall of 2021, you got to get the vax. Would you be okay if they did something similar here?
Absolutely. I think anybody that can get the vaccine should get the vaccine. Protects everybody, and it'll make this COVID thing calm down. It's not going to eliminate it, but it's going to make it calm down a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of strange though, how though, you know, throughout this time we've been hearing different things. Like Fauci said, don't wear a mask. Then he says, wear a mask. And he says the only reason we told you not to wear a mask in the first place is because we didn't have enough masks for frontline workers. And then they said 2 shots. Now they're saying 3, double masking, all that stuff. I mean, do you think they're just going to keep moving the goalposts?
Well, we're in uncharted grounds. I mean, you know, you're testing a new vaccine. You don't know how long it's going to be. The antibodies are going to stay there, so we really don't know exactly what the norm is going to be until the vaccine is out there for a while and people start getting tested. I think everyone should wear at least 1 mask.
Do you think the government in doing this is concerned primarily about our health?
Yes.
I mean, even after like years of them like chemicals in our food and our water and sugars, processed foods, you know, high fructose corn syrup.
Well, I don't think we can bring that into this. This is a pandemic.
Channel 14 Vaction News.
We're talking about the vaccine.
Not getting it.
Are you guys? Yeah, it's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you get a vaccine for a virus with 99.9+% survival rate?
Wait, you said 99.9+ survival rate. That's like a great rate.
Yeah, I mean, your age group, everybody survives COVID if they
No,
get
I
it.
already did. I'm actually a new survivor. I just had it. I'm free this weekend.
If they made it mandatory to get vaccines to attend classes, would you guys get it?
No. If it's mandatory, yes. Yeah, I want to go back in person. So.
Do you think they will mandate it in terms of you guys got to get the vaccine in order to go to school?
I hope not.
Because you know they're doing that at Rutgers University. They made that decision the other day that if you're going to be enrolled as a student, you got to get the vaccine.
I feel like West Virginia, from what I've heard, is one of like the leading states in terms of like getting it out. So I feel like there'll be enough students that are vaccinated that they won't have to. There's nothing you can really do. Like you just have to wear your mask and stuff, but you can still like meet people. So.
But you guys aren't
wearing your masks.
Well, we're outside and we're all roommates. So.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how people are just walking around jogging wearing masks outside. It's kind of strange, right?
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for kids that have to grow up like this and like they don't know any different, you know? Because I had a lot of fun before COVID, you know? And then it hit, and then life is just completely different. I'm actually writing an essay on it. A lot of experts are saying, like a lot of daily activities, they're hoping by next summer, like 2022. But I don't know. I hope so, because I don't know, it's been terrible.
Do you guys think the government's doing this for our health?
No comment.
It's kind of bullshit, right?
What? It was bullshit. I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Well, like the fact that they are now trying to mandate the vaccine, so every student that's enrolled and going to classes got to have the vaccine, and they could very well do that here. Kind of seems like bullshit, right?
You say so.
Well, how about you say so?
I don't have an opinion on the matter.
Oh yeah, you do. You write it on social media all the time, I bet.
What? I don't got social media.
No hot takes? We're looking for hot takes.
No, thank you. No.
Ladies, Channel 14, tell us, if they start mandating vaccines for you to go to class, what happens? Do you take it?
I don't want to talk about it. No, thank you.
Do you take the jab if they start telling you? Everybody is wearing a mask here, but you're not social distancing 2-3 feet. Ladies, what are we gonna do about COVID on West Virginia's campus?
Who are you?
Channel 14.
Vaction News.
We're kind of busy, dude. Please.
But you're not social distancing,
We're outside.
but you're wearing a mask, which is weird outside. It's kind of weird to do that if you're outside.
Careful sitting there. There's.
I mean, isn't it kind of weird that we're wearing masks outside? We wouldn't have thought this is normal a year ago.
Oh yeah, nobody would, because I mean, we didn't know that the United States would suck at handling a pandemic.
So who do you blame it on? Is it mostly Dr. Fauci?
No, it's especially the government's fault for not taking responsibility and helping the entire country with figuring out what we should do and when we should do it.
But Dr. Fauci is like the top
But he's not in
expert.
charge.
He's
not in charge.
He's been in charge of the medical industrial complex for the past 40 years.
But he's not in charge. He doesn't control the state.
So who is in charge?
The president and the government.
You blame it all on Trump?
Oh, I'm blaming a lot of it on him and a lot of it on the senators as well.
That's hardcore. What should we do?
We should vote for who will best represent us and best represent the COVID policies, which we have, and hopefully we're on the right track to get rid of masks outside.
What if they say you can't get a job without a vaccine? What if they say you can't get an apartment, a bank account? What would you do?
Oh, well, I'm sure I'd probably agree, because I don't want to kill people for working, you know? I don't want to infect the majority of our population, which a lot of it is old people. And, you know, if me needing a vaccine is going to prevent people from dying, especially US citizens, I'm just going to take that.
Regardless of the side effects?
Oh, of course.
Because, you know, it takes on average 10 years to roll out a vaccine. This one came out in less than 1.
Oh, yeah.
Operation Warp Speed.
Excuse me. Most of the time for vaccines is trying to get funding. They were giving the government unlimited funding to make a vaccine this time.
So it hasn't even passed FDA trial 3?
It has passed FDA trial.
No, they gave it actually an emergency status.
They took emergency status because the COVID strain of vaccines has always been around. There's been multiple COVID viruses, and therefore the vaccine is just an adaptation of current vaccines we've already had for similar diseases.
So what happens if we play this game where new variants pop up all the time? Are vaccines going to be effective?
Hopefully we're going to survive. Thank you.
You know, it's probably more to life than just surviving, ladies.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Why were you just angered by that?
Oh, no, I appreciate your time. Thank you for talking with us.
No, but I sense some anger simmering.
You kind of walked in on us, and we did not really want you over here. You're a stranger. Who the hell are you?
Channel 14.
Vaction News.
Folks, Channel 14 Vaccine News, what do you think about mandated vaccines? Should they be able to mandate vaccines for like getting a bank account, getting a house, apartment, things like that?
I don't think for bank accounts and houses and things, I don't see what that has to do with vaccines.
Rutgers University yesterday said that in order to be enrolled in classes in the fall 2021 semester, you're going to have to get the vaccine. What do you think about that?
Well, that's not the same situation as buying a house. So I think it's situational.
Okay, well, give us the situation.
Sorry.
Should they be able to mandate vaccines for like going into a restaurant, going into a store, things like that?
I think at this time, I think our main priority is probably just rolling out the vaccines to people who desperately need them, so people with like health conditions, older age. I think at a time, we might have to go to a mandate in a later date. Probably not at this time though.
Ooh, that potentially opens up some scary doors, right? Because it could be very well that in order to function in society at all, you have to have proof of vaccination.
Yes, it leads to some scary attributes because people can start faking the vaccination cards or faking that they have had the vaccination, which can lead into some trouble. But it's not like they're chipping us or anything like that, but I think at some time that we're probably going to have at least 80% of the population to get vaccines and to get back into, like, I guess, a normal society.
Herd immunity is what we're looking for with the vaccines.
Yes.
But there is herd immunity without the vaccines, right?
No.
No?
I have to go. Thank you, though.
Opinions are like rear ends. Everybody got one.
I've heard that one. Morgantown, West Virginia, we have some murals going on. Tell us about the situation here.
Hello.
Channel 14 Vaccine News. We're talking about the murals. What do they symbolize?
Trying to bring more murals into Morgantown, increase the public arts, hire more local artists, you know, get the businesses down here, try to do like kind of a downtown renaissance.
What do you think about mandatory vaccines?
I just don't really have much of an opinion on it.
How about the university? Should they be making people get the vaccine so that they can be enrolled in classes?
I'm not qualified to speak on that.
How about you?
I've seen Rutgers do that, but they're private institutions, so kind of up to the university.
I guess the private institution thing, it's like with apartments, with mortgage companies, with hotels, with restaurants, they could all pull the same argument and justify mandatory vaccines.
I'm not here to speak on mandatory vaccines, but I do think that everyone should be signing up. I don't think that there are enough people who have been vaccinated. The important thing is to make sure that everybody who can get them is able to try to get them right now. The governor just lowered the minimum age requirement, so go on out there, sign up, vaccinate.wv.gov.
Are you worried about side effects?
No.
Look up VAERS, VAERS.hhs.gov. Lots of information on negative side effects from the vaccine. They'll tell you about in the media.
Action news, all right. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but in favor of public health, and I don't really support, whatever it is.
Hot take.
I'm not giving a statement. I'm just trying to figure out who you are.
Look at his tag.
So no takes?
No.
Okay, you guys have a great day.
Don't get run over.
Don't get run over?
Don't get run over. You're backing out.
Why'd you say that?
Because you're backing up into the
walking
road.
into the street and there are cars driving, so she said don't get run over.
I was on the sidewalk.
Okay.
See, that's the problem though, because you're so very concerned about safety that you would be willing to give up our rights in doing so. You would be willing.
Like you to leave, please.
You would be willing to wear the mask forever, have the vaccine, let the government do anything to you.
We have work to do. We would like you to leave.
Safety is not the number one virtue.
We're done.
Ladies, Channel 14 Vaccine News, we're getting the haps on the back. Do you think this is about governments taking control of our health?
I do not consent to being filmed or being put online in any way, shape, or form.
But it's a public space. What about the students at West Virginia? They might be mandated to get the vax in order to attend classes.
I hope so. I hope we get mandated the vax to attend classes.
Like an interview or anything?
Channel 14 Vaction News, my man. You said you hope to?
I hope so. I don't want to endanger my loved ones. I don't want anyone to die. I want to be vaccinated. I want to get vaccinated as soon as possible. So I don't have to hang around people who refuse to wear masks in my presence when I don't know them.
Well, I guess the worry is that with a virus with a 99.7+% survival rate versus a vaccine with unknown long-term consequences.
There are also unknown long-term consequences to a lot of things that we consume.
It's just a matter of what you prioritize, right? What happened to my body, my choice?
It is your choice to get the vaccine.
Channel 14 Vaction News, my man.
Oh, I can't do the FaceTime like this, so what's up?
Getting the hot takes. What do you think about mandated vaccines? Do you think it's a good thing or no?
What do you think?
You're the one with the hot takes. That's why I interviewed you, my dude.
I'm the one with the camera, though.
I got the camera too, and I had it first.
I had it second. Wait, I had mine first.
Let's get a hot take, brother. What do you think?
What do you think?
Are we just gonna do this? Like, this is cool?
I mean, you come to a business.
Do you want to do something about it, bro?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, man?
I'm just gonna record.
What are you gonna do, brother?
This.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
We're asking people about an important issue and you're jerking around with a fucking phone, dude.
What are you holding?
I got a phone.
He's got a gimbal. He's got a gimbal too. That's pretty nice. What
Yeah, it's a gimbal, bro.
This is like this is high quality right here, buddy.
It's real gold.
Oh shit.
So what do you think? We're asking people about the vaccine. Should they be mandatory?
Well, you just asked if you wanted to fight me, and now you're gonna try and get a reasonable answer.
No, I said you want to do something about it.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
Yeah, and does that mean that you want to answer the question or no?
I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I'm coming out here trying to get you away from the business, and I'm recording you. Like, do you think I want to do like an awesome interview right now, or do you just want me to like keep doing this?
Your mask is dirty. It looks like it has a lot of germs.
Yeah, it's because I was working. Do you work?
Just filming.
You're right. I'm just filming.
Just filming.
Internet comes to life, baby. Look at him.
He's back.
I was adopted from Canada, you know.
You're adopted from where?
Canada.
Yeah?
Yeah. But you can change it to Bracken sometime. That's my baby's mom and stuff. You know, other people, you know.
I hear you, brother. Take care. How you doing there, pretty lady? Channel 14 Vaction News. We're talking about the vaccine requirement. You know, Rutgers is requiring that their students get vaxxed in order to be enrolled in classes.
Oh, that's
What if they did that here? What would you do?
well, if I had to, I guess I would.
Are you getting the vax anyway?
No, I haven't thought about it yet.
Yeah, it's kind of unnecessary, right?
I don't know.
What's up, my man? Channel 14.
Vaction News.
Talking about the vaccine.
I mean, I don't think you should have to. Just whoever feels that way should protect yourself, and they should take it. This is America, right? We're supposed to have freedom of speech and all that.
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I know people want to be safe and all that, but I think it's a little much. I don't think they know all the side effects or whatever yet, because it hasn't been out long enough.
Classic cuts.
Lady Channel 14 Vaction News. Do you think they should be mandatory for kids attending college?
I don't know. I'm kind of split decision. I feel like it's their right if they want to do it, and if they don't, then it's up to them.
So, are you getting the vax?
No, not right now. I'm pregnant, but soon I will. Yes.
But afterwards?
Yes.
He's back. What's up, my man? He's back again. Oh, you got some smokes?
Yeah. Yeah, I left them on the table, found my balls too.
How much are smokes in West Virginia?
I buy these for like $3.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
In other places, they're like $12 nowadays.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Cheap sometimes. What's that, Feather? Can I touch it?
That's a mic.
Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Mike.
All right, brother. Take care. We'll see you around. Lady Channel 14 Vaction News talking about the vaccines, and you're trying to get in the building but denied entrance. Are you taking the vaccine? No.
What's up, my man?
Are you taking the vax? It's poison, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people say that the black community is vaccine hesitant. That's what they're calling the black community. But I think it's just thinking for yourself, critical thinking, right?
Yeah.
What goes into your decision not to take the vax?
Because either way though, because most of the people take it, most of the people don't take it. Because you know what? That's a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of crap.
It's just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Like Nelly Upperman or something like that. Yeah, that was my girlfriend once too, you know.
Lady Channel 14 Vaction News, we're talking about
the vaccine.
At colleges and universities that it's going to be required for students to take the vaccine before they can be enrolled in classes. Do you think that's fair? What do you think?
I think it's up to the student whether they want to take the class or not. They should be forced to do anything.
And really, why get the vaccine at all?
I don't know. Maybe they don't want to get sick. I'm about half afraid it's going to make me sick, to be honest with you.
Well, there's a lot of people that that's happened to.
Yeah.
And you don't read about it in the newspapers. I wonder why.
I don't know. Good question.
Maybe they don't want that information out there. Maybe there's a big vested interest in Big Pharma being able to push this vaccine on people, and maybe it's leading us into...
I think it was population control. Why even got out there to begin with, to be honest with you.
That's what I was just about to say, population control.
Yep.
So where did you learn to understand what's going on with this? Because you're more awake to this stuff than most people.
It's kind of obvious. I mean, do you really know anybody that's had it?
No.
They said I had it, but I wasn't sick. I didn't have any symptoms.
Right.
I just had to be quarantined for 2 weeks, and for what reason, I don't know. I didn't run a fever, didn't have a cold, nothing. The only thing I had done was that damn thing shoved up my nose.
And how far up your nose did it go?
It went pretty far. So it makes me wonder if they didn't put something in me when they did it.
Well, you got to wonder about it. People have been saying stuff like that, and they denounce it as conspiracy theory.
I mean, a lot of people are saying because they're strung out on meth or whatever. I'm not on shit. So it makes me wonder. I think it's population control, I really did. And I think they're going to make the people sick by giving them that shit. I don't want it. I'm not getting it. There's nothing wrong with me.
Excellent point. Why fix it if it ain't broke?
I know that's right.
Hell yeah, my lady. Keep kicking ass. Thanks. Already did. How many shots?
I got my second one yesterday.
Are you having any side effects?
No, just a sore arm and slight headache.
No lack of an inner monologue or anything like that?
Okay.
If they start mandating vaccines for college students, do you go to college here?
Not yet. I'm a senior in high school.
So like, if they say in the fall, you have to get a vaccine before you can go to school, what would you do?
Probably get it. I'm not against it.
It's just kind of like weird how fast it was rolled out, right?
True.
You know? Most vaccines are like 10 years in the making, and this one's like less than a year. It kind of makes you think.
Yeah. Well, I work in a hospital. I'm a nurse. I was on the fence about getting it. I mean, a lot of my coworkers got it back in December, and I mean, I just got it, this month. So I kind of wanted to wait and see how my coworkers fared. So most did okay. I mean, some did get side effects, but.
Channel 14 Vaction News.
What about if they say it's mandatory for you guys to get the vax to go to school? What would you say?
I would take it. I wouldn't mind it. I signed up to get one.
Do you worry about the side effects at all?
I mean, no, my dad already got it and he told me that the side effects weren't bad. Like, he's fine, perfectly fine. It just hurts your arm, that's really it. Yeah.
And he didn't have anything else going on?
I mean, he got sick, he just got achy and then he was fine like the next day.
It kind of seems, compared to different places we've been, here, there's a lot fewer people wearing masks, there's parties and all that. I mean, do you think people are taking it seriously here, or?
To be honest, like, everybody, the first semester it was taken seriously, and then as soon as they got a lot of vaccines in, a lot of people, majority of people are getting the vaccines now, like nursing students and everything, so majority of the students are starting to get the vaccines now.
Like, why do you think they rushed it? Is this really about our health?
I don't know. I've heard things that they've been working on, like, since there's been, like, coronaviruses in the past, and since then they've been, like, generating viruses from that coronavirus, but since it's a new strain, I think they just did, like, the little things, like, differently. I guess they try to want to get things back to normal as possible.
And do you think after we all get vaccinated, we'll eventually go back to normal?
I believe so. There's a lot of stadiums that say they're going to open to people that get vaccinated, and like places are open if you get vaccinated and you have to show like your vaccination card. So I believe that things will probably go back to normal as soon as like a majority of people get vaccinated in this country.
Are you going to get the vax?
I don't know. I mean, I might. Actually, I mean, I guess we're probably all going to have to get it. I would get it.
So do you think it's okay for universities to mandate vaccine like that?
I mean, honestly, I guess it's like a matter of opinion, but I'll probably do it if we have to do it and not make a big deal out of it, but no. I'm pretty like chill. I'll like, if they want me to do it, I'll do it. If not, you know, whatever.
What's up, my man?
Good. Just doing a live stream.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
For like Facebook or something?
Yeah, I'll give you my channel if you want. We're just out here interviewing.
Okay. So y'all know you're obviously on university property. So I'm not saying y'all can't do it. You can interview whoever you want on public property. But I need you, if someone says they don't want to be interviewed, I need you not harass them anymore. And
Yeah,
also,
no worries.
Also, if you're going to be up people's faces interviewing them, you have to wear a mask, at least on university property in the city you live in Morgantown. You understand?
I understand. Yeah,
Okay.
completely. Thank you.
Do you have your ID on you so I can identify and talk to you?
Yeah, you won't find anything on it if you
No,
really...
I'm just going to attach it to our report. That's all. Can I know like what you guys are talking about? Or, like,
Vaccine is, the big story about Rutgers.
in my eyes, you're not breaking any laws. You guys can do whatever you want to do. It's your business, it's your live stream, all that. I'm just saying respect other people's wishes, and especially with the COVID stuff.
FedEx me a drugs, YouTube. Look us up.
People don't really want you in their face. You know what I mean?
No worries.
That's bullshit.
Channel 14 Vaction News. Are you going to party your ass off?
Exactly.
Hell yeah. You think this COVID thing is bullshit?
Yes, for sure.
Hell yeah. This COVID, it is. Nobody needs a vaccine. Nobody needs any of this shit. Y'all party your asses off.
Party.
Yeah. Well, I mean, someone wants to wear a mask. It's their decision. I don't see anything wrong with it. If you want to be safe, I don't see a negative effect of wearing masks. You know what I mean? But whether it's preventing the disease as much as, I don't know. I'm no medical expert.
Kind of seems like the more we comply, the more they change the goalposts and the more they change the rules. Like they were saying, don't wear masks at first. And then they were saying, wear masks. And they said the only reason we told you not to wear masks in the first place was because we didn't have enough for the nurses and all that. And then they said the real virus was racism. So you can protest at BLM rallies, but not at anti-lockdown rallies. Then they said that only 6% of the deaths could be attributed to COVID alone, that 94% of other cases had a lot of other health problems going on.
You got, not to like doggy or whatever, you got like sources, where you're pulling
Sure.
shit, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not trying to like say whatever.
No, man, and I appreciate you asking, because a lot of people don't, and they don't get the information because they don't put this stuff out there. You got to go digging for it. A good place to start is VAERS, VAERS. It's Vaccine Adverse Event Reaction. Basically a database that has, people that are getting this vaccine and dying like 2 days later, dying the day of. And why are we giving 104-year-old people a vaccine? Like, how much longer do they expect to live on this earth? And you're going to give them a vaccine that's experimental. It's only been on the market for such a short period of time. Nobody knows what it really does. Yeah. And then on Moderna's website, it says this is plug-and-play software. This is gene therapy. Like, you're messing with the RNA.
People's genetic code.
Right. Yeah. So you can see like how in the future, you might not see side effects right now, but what happens if they manipulate that gene in the future?
Yeah.
That's a good place to start.
Yeah. Do you think that would be something that would like go unnoticed? Like, I don't know, I feel like we have like a lot of checks and balances in the system for like specifically stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I feel like if it was like something where like we were being like genuinely manipulated, I feel like if it were to happen, we might see some upheaval, like a lot of people freaking out about that shit.
Well, there is a lot in Europe. We don't see that in the mainstream media. They don't report on that.
There's censorship too.
Yeah, there's censorship. A lot of right-wing content producers are getting censored, deplatformed, banned. And not saying this is necessarily a left or right thing, but it's people who challenge the COVID narrative. The WHO itself has flip-flopped on this, but yet the guidelines for YouTube is like, if you produce anything that goes against the WHO's narrative, well, by that reasoning, every video that the WHO has produced could be bannable.
Yeah.
And Bill Gates, that his foundation is the #1 benefactor. I mean, they get most of their money from these kind of organizations like Gates and these big money guys, big pharma, all this stuff. And they have an interest to keep this shit under wraps and quiet.
Yeah.
It definitely is something to think about, and most people don't.
Sure. Yeah. It's definitely good to question.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everything. Right,
Yeah.
left wing, whatever the fuck it is.
Absolutely. You guys take care.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Yeah, you can use that.
Scene.
Yes, we are.
We got one person who is not trusting the science, and we got one person who's trusting.
I'm 63 years old. I'll get it.
So,
Believe me, I will.
and you're about the same age, and you're not, right?
I'm just skittish of it.
What's that?
I'm halfway afraid of it.
Just skittish of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a genuine concern.
Then
When
there's the thing where I can always change my mind.
you're shaking your head?
You know what? Almighty's in charge. That's my answer to all this. I'll tell you what. Me and my sister were both retired the July of the year 19. The virus came 6 months later. God knows what he's doing.
Great point. I guess my question with that is, like, why get the vaccine if God's gonna do his work?
Well, it's in the book of Revelation. Read the book, buddy. Read the book.
So you think God's plan is having, like, Bill Gates and stuff stick chemicals in our arms?
I don't understand it. I just know I'm going to get it when it's available to me. I'm going to get it. God protects his children. That's my answer.
We already got ours.
Yeah.
So what about if it's mandated to, like, get a job, to get on a plane, to go in a store? Is that what you would like to see happen?
It would be nice. As long as you don't have any underlying condition.
I feel like that's a step forward.
You guys getting the vax?
We got our first dose already.
You got your first? When's your second?
April 16th, I think, is mine. Yeah.
Have you noticed any side effects, any cramps, any aches, any lack of an inner monologue, anything like that?
No, it's just like a normal vaccine. Like your arm
just
hurts a
gets
little
sore,
bit.
same as any other shot I've gotten.
You haven't found yourself with, like, trouble, like, remembering things, a lack of an inner thought process, anything like that? What's up, my man? You got some cold beer there. Tell me about it. Are you getting the vaccine, or you think it's bullshit?
I think it's bullshit.
Me
Definitely
too.
not
It's
getting
a hoax for government control,
it.
right?
For real. I don't know what it is, what's going into it. I'm not getting it.
Well, you know, you're one of the only ones around here with such an opinion, and I really appreciate it.
I'm not getting that.
What kind of information do you look at to make these decisions?
I try to look at my own research because I feel like what they give you is like not like, you know, it's they give you what they want you to hear. Like, it's not the truth. I feel like what.
Yeah, it's all the same. 5 companies control 90% of the content that we consume, and so yeah, you got to dig for this information. A lot of people don't.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, man! Bass, keep
Nice
kicking
talking,
ass.
guys. Yeah.
Enjoy that cold, twisted tea. You just put up your mask there. Are you scared of the virus?
I don't know if I'd say scared.
I care about other people. I don't want to share it with you if I have it.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder about how many times we pass people in the streets and we've, like, given people the flu and all that, and we've never done this with the flu. It's kind of weird that we do it this right now, and we've done it for a year now. It's kind of weird.
Maybe it's weird, but I think maybe if you think about all the times you've passed somebody with the flu and given it to them, and the flu might not be any big deal for you, but like if she got the flu, she'd die. So maybe we should have been wearing masks when we weren't feeling well the whole time.
I mean, other countries did for a long time.
So if the mask were to become mandatory forever, would you be okay with that?
I mean,
I'd probably be okay with it. I don't know that it'll ever become mandatory.
What about vaccines? If they become mandatory to get a job, to get an apartment, to go into a store?
That's necessarily.
Yeah.
I don't know that that'll ever happen.
Hey, my man, Channel 14, talking about the vaccine. Are you getting the vax?
I ain't getting it. I've been tested for it, and I'm negative.
Hell yeah.
You
So,
recording me?
look, is it all bullshit? Tell me. You can tell me.
Yes, it's bullshit.
Hell yeah.
My lady, she's back.
How you doing?
Man, I'll break you.
You getting the vax?
I just got it 2 days ago.
So how are you feeling?
Perfect.
No side effects?
No, just sore arm.
No lack of an inner monologue or any kind of like cramps or aches or
No, nothing.
don't feel like you're gonna die?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
That's good.
Yeah.
What if they mandate this vaccine for everybody? Like to get a job, to get a bank account? What happens if that goes down?
I think that would be a good idea.
So you think vaccines should be mandated across the board?
Not mandated, but incentivized. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, incentivized. I mean, but I don't know about mandating, but
Incentivized, like give people a year subscription to Hulu for getting the vaccine?
whatever gets people motivated to get it, I think should be thought about.
Maybe like a year's supply of Twisted Tea,
Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
Maybe, yeah.
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 FedEx me your drugs, you two. Ladies, you're looking
Fancy tonight.
Oh, we are, huh?
Channel 14 Vaction News. Lady, how are you? Let me ask you.
TikToking?
No, we're actually on live stream. We're making the big cash. We're talking about the big vax. Are you guys getting the vaccine?
I'm already vaccinated, yes.
Okay, 2 shots for you.
Yep.
No shots for you.
No, I'm gonna wait till see what people look like in 2 years and then I'll get it.
What happens when vaccines are mandated for like going to school, getting on a plane, going into a restaurant, getting into a gym? Is this so worried?
Wait on us, Eliza. Hold on. I'm waiting on. Is this still what?
Is-
worry?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, but I can just go hike outside. I don't know. If like people don't let me in a gym because I don't have a vaccine, I'll go hike outside. I don't know.
You're not scared of it. It's
No.
bullshit, right?
No.
Yeah.
I believe in
I can
like
tell.
natural stuff, like natural healing. I don't believe in like vaccines and stuff. But I do
You're a
think
smart
everyone is
woman.
gonna look at everyone crazy who doesn't have a vaccine.
Well, that's exactly it. The social pressure
Yeah.
and how people have gotten this power so they can tell people what to do, what their lives when generally we've lived by like my body, my choice. That's been the whole mantra for this whole time. But it doesn't apply in this situation to some
Yeah.
people. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Art lady, keep whipping ass.
Thanks.
Are you guys getting the vaccine? So, do you think this is really about our health? Or do you think this is about government control?
I think it's for our health.
Do you foresee a future where you have to get a vaccine to participate in society?
Maybe. Yeah, I think that could happen.
Which is kind of scary, right? Talking about the vaccine. Are you guys getting the vaccine?
I have already been vaccinated, yeah. I've already got my first dose.
2 shots?
No, my second shot's on April 7th.
When you get the vaccine, what is going to be the best thing about it?
Like for me personally,
For you and for everyone around.
being able to not get coronavirus or not get sick from it at least.
It's like, maybe you still can, they're saying.
Oh, well, yeah.
Maybe you
can
still got to
certainly
wear the
still
mask.
contract the virus, but you know, your chances of getting sick are drastically lowered. Although my chances of getting sick were probably low to begin with, given my age.
What made you get the vaccine in the first place?
Well, I mean, it was available, and I think it's just a good thing for everyone to do to contribute to the. I mean, it's a public health situation, and so I think it requires public health action. I'm not really sure why you're trying to bait me into saying something negative about it.
I'm just asking the questions. I mean, these are real questions when you have a vaccine that's been rushed out in 9 months. And
Well, I think that's sort of a mischaracterization of the situation, really. So I don't really want to continue talking, but I do appreciate your time.
Trust the science.
I just think it's bullshit. I think everybody, I mean, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's just making America worse. You can't associate with people. It's not America anymore. You can't go to restaurants. You can't associate with people. You can't do this. You can't do that. And it's just, I think it's Joe. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. I mean, just go about your day. If you're going to, I mean, really, because all I see really is older people getting it. I don't see no young people in the hospital. I think it's just population control, to be honest with you, because of the government. I was in the military, and the government, they cover up a bunch of shit. It doesn't tell people. They don't tell people at all. But you know what? Like, it is what it is. But I really think it was population control. It targeted older people to get them off their SSI and to save the government money because they're in debt with China and everything else so far. And that's just the truth of it is. I think it is the truth. I think they're really doing it to populate control, and I think they're going to start targeting homeless people also, because the homeless people, nobody really knows, cares about them. You know what I mean? They do, but they're going to start just like the old people. Like, why didn't we get sick? Why didn't younger people? Why are we not dying from it? You know, we might get it, but we get a vaccine, we're cured. Old people, they die instantly. Like, you know, it's crazy.
Well, it's a good question, because if you have a real pandemic going on, there's probably a lot of homeless people with compromised immune systems who are just lying dead in the street, right?
Yeah,
but we don't see that.
Actually, you're talking to a homeless person right now, so.
One of my honest opinion on the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think it's all part. It's a biblical thing. It's I believe that it's probably the mark of the beast. It's got something to do with it along those lines, and that's why I wouldn't take it personally. And I'm a Christian, and I'm not afraid to say that anywhere at any point in time. But yeah, that's what I think about it.
Yeah, you know, there does seem to be a real evil agenda behind this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and people think it's about a virus. It's about government control.
Yeah.
And they're getting more and more control over our lives.
Yes, they are.
I wish you the best, man.
You too, sir.
Take care. You getting the vax?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Did you already?
Yeah.
What do you think about them mandating vaccines like they're saying they're going to do?
I don't know if they would require it, but I'm already got it, so I guess I won't have to do anything.
I mean, it's kind of weird, though. Like, they could not stop there, right? They could stop at, like, getting a mortgage, getting an apartment, a bank account.
It would be a little weird.
Do you think this is about our health or about government control?
I don't really know.
You ever thought about it?
Bullshit.
Hey, lady, Channel 14 Action News. We're talking about the vaccine.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
It's mandated for you to get to attend classes. You think you'll get it?
Do I think I'll get it?
Yeah.
I have to go to work right now, but yeah, I would hope I would get it.
Well, I mean, have you thought about, like, the side effects?
I think if it's approved, it's good.
So trust the experts.
Trust the experts.
That's bullshit.
What's up, my man? Channel 14
Action News.
talking about the vaccine. What do you think? Are you gonna get it or not?
I'm not going to get it.
It's kind of bullshit, right?
I have not a clue. I haven't even thought about it. I've heard about it, the health rate though.
They're moving toward, it seems like, mandating this if you want to get a job, if you want to get an apartment, all that kind of stuff. Because who knows where that ends up. Do you think this is more about government control than it is about health?
I think it's something about the flu or something. You said government control, I said the flu.
You think it's just like the flu one?
For some other kind of goal. Makes you think, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Hey, lady, Channel 14 Action News. You gonna get the vax? Hey, don't get mad. What do you think? You think it's bullshit?
Do you remember thalidomide? Probably not. You're kind of young.
No, I remember thalidomide.
Okay. That's all I got to say.
So, you know, birth defects in babies, you think this is
Do
gonna...
we know yet? We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
But we know about thalidomide and what it caused.
We don't know about what this vaccine might do yet.
So if they mandated vaccines for you to get
Nothing
your...
mandated, just let people
Masks
make their
not
own choices.
mandated?
No, not at all.
Rutgers is saying that kids who are enrolled in fall 2021 classes have to get the vax before they can be students there.
They can go fucking kill themselves.
Based.
I'm not surprised people don't trust the government anymore. We had a real sketchy election, especially people that are conservative and stuff didn't trust it. And then there was the whole, you know, group, what the fuck, Freedom of Information Act. They're releasing, you know, Operation Northwoods and shit, and Operation Paperclip. They were taking war criminals and just using them to our advantage and not actually prosecuting them for the horrible shit they did.